Hello, everyone. I'm Kaeyla Latney. Thank you for taking the time to join my book review of The Voice Catchers by Joseph Toro. Most of us have been here before. You're having a casual conversation in your kitchen or living room, and suddenly your smart speaker lights up, unprompted. You quickly wonder, was it listening the whole time? That moment of unease is exactly what this book dives into. I'll share three surprising insights I learned from the voice catchers, how this connects to our favorite brands, including my personal favorite, Members Mark, and a use case for how brands can responsibly use voice data to create better customer experiences. So, what do you get out of this? Whether you're a tech savvy consumer, a marketing student, or just someone who owns a smartphone, or a combination of all, this review will open your eyes to what your voice is worth, who's listening, and why. Let's dive into those fun facts. The first voice imitation was in the 1800s. One of the most surprising things I learned was that the idea of capturing or replicating the human voice goes back further than I expected, to the late 1800s by Wolfgang van Kempelen. Turo highlights how his wooden structure of the larynx, literally a mechanical voice box, was one of the earliest attempts to mimic human speech. This wasn't just a novelty, it laid the groundwork for today's voice recognition technologies. It amazed me to see that something I associate with modern AI had roots over a century ago. This insight helped me understand that the voices data movement has deep historical foundations and it's been quietly evolving for generations. The second shocker, major companies like Amazon and Google, who brought us devices like Echo and Google Home, didn't prioritize privacy from the start. Instead of building consumer trust through transparency, they often launched first and dealt with data concerns later, or not at all. Toro explains how companies collected voice data to profile users, often without clear consent, and stored that information for behavioral targeting. That lack of foresight or intentional avoidance made me rethink the convenience of voice assistants. Is asking Alexa to play music really worth the privacy trade off? This is a question every consumer should ask themselves. Here's the third insight, and possibly the most unsettling surprise. Turo explains that companies are now developing algorithms that analyze not just what you say, but how you say it tone, pitch, pauses to infer your emotions, stress levels, and even personality traits. Think about that. Your voice might reveal whether you're sad, excited, angry, or anxious. And that data could be used to decide which ad you see next, what kind of customer service you get, or even how much you're charged. It's personalization, but with a potentially manipulative twist. Now, how does this impact my favorite brand? For me, that's Members Mark, the Sam's Club exclusive line of products. While Members Mark isn't traditionally thought of as a tech brand, it could be effective as smart devices become more embedded in retail. Voice shopping, voice activated searches, and customer service powered by voice assistants are all part of the next wave in retail. If Members Mark wants to stay competitive, it'll need to engage with these technologies, but responsibly. For this use case, partner with customers through transparency. Here's how Members Mark could ethically collect and use voice data to enhance customer experiences. Smart shopping assistant via Sam's Club app. Imagine this. You're using the Sam's Club app while shopping in store or online. You ask the app through voice command, "What's the best deal on protein powder this week?" The app not only responds with a personalized recommendation, it also asks for your permission to store your voice query to help improve future suggestions. A pop up gives you clear privacy settings, allowing you to opt in or out of voice storage. There's a "Why We Collect This" button that explains in plain language how voice data is used and, more importantly, how it won't be used. The result? A contextual, personalized experience where the customer feels in control of their data. Trust becomes a competitive advantage, not just a legal checkbox. Well, in closing, the voice captures is more than a warning, it's a wake up call. From the 1800s voice boxes to 21st century emotional profiling, Joseph Turo shows us that voice data isn't just about convenience. It's about power. Who holds it? Who profits from it? And what rights do we have as consumers? For brands like Members Mark, the opportunity lies in ethical innovation, blending smart tech with transparency and making the consumer a true partner, not just the data source. So next time you say, "Hey Alexa," or "Okay Google," just remember someone's listening. But now you'll know what questions to ask and why your voice matters. Thank you.